Hey, I'm Roland with Mobile Geeks, and we're here at IFA 2013 with Kobo, and Kobo is just releasing the Kobo Arc 10 HD, which is a Tegra 4 based tablet. So there's lots of power in there, and they have a WQXGA resolution display in there. So the resolution is actually 2560 by 1600 pixels. So this is really a powerful screen, super high resolution, and they have a Tegra 4 in here. It's running at 1.9 gigahertz, I think. That's a quad-core chip from NVIDIA. It's got a Cortex A9, A15 cores in there. So there's loads and loads of power. They're about to release it in mid-October in Germany and Europe, and it's coming out at 379 euros. In the US it's 379 US dollars. And yeah, let's have a quick look at it. It's basically supposed to be a e-reader, so we have all this magazine software on it. We're going to get a demo on that later on, and it's going to be later in this video. Up here we have a 1.3 megapixel 720p webcam. Under the hood there's not only the Tegra 4 but 2 gigs of RAM and 16 gigabyte of onboard flash memory. The device has Wi-Fi and Bluetooth 4.0, low energy and everything else. So it's basically an Android based tablet running on Android 4.2.2. And yeah, it looks really nice, and they're doing some design tricks on here. So basically they're making it look super thin by going down to a lower thickness on the end, but they're cheating a bit because they have this special design on the back. So if you look at this, you can see that it's got this like diamond style shape. It's 10-inch, as I said. They have 2 speakers on the back and no camera. It's got this, I think this is a plastic cover. Feels really sturdy, so it's pretty nice. It's matte finish, so it doesn't attract fingerprints at all. And yeah, let's take a quick look around. We have the headphone jack right there. That's a micro HDMI port, a micro USB port. On the bottom there's pretty much nothing. This is a pre-production unit, so there's still some glue on here. I don't know what they've been using it for. It's just for demo purposes. On the side there's pretty much nothing except for the volume rocker, and up here we have the power button, which is actually a slider, so you basically go like this and it turns on and off the screen. And this right there is the power LED. It's definitely a decent device. It will be out in just close to the holidays, and this is their reading experience, but we're going to talk about that later. So this has been the Kobo Arc 10 HD, and now on to our software demo. Hey, I'm Roland from Mobile Geeks, and we're right here with James from Kobo, and he's going to show us around the software features that are kind of special on the Kobo Arc 10 HD.
Okay. So on the Kobo Arc 10 HD is the first fully Google certified tablet that is designed for readers. So when we say designed for readers, you'll see the first thing you come to is the reading dashboard, which really prioritizes all of the content and features and activities that readers value the most on a tablet. So you'll see this reading dashboard has the user's most recent book that they've opened, any new magazine issues that may have arrived from their subscriptions. It has articles from Pocket, has stats about the user, about your reading behavior, maybe recommendations. All of the content, the idea of this screen is to centralize access to all of the important reading activities that you do on your tablet. But because this is a fully Google certified tablet, it's not just about reading. You can see that you have a dock on the left where all of your important apps can go. And if you swipe to the left, you find a very familiar Android experience where you can put more apps, where you can pin some of your widgets, you can customize the background. You can see the familiar Android app tray is here. But we think that tablets shouldn't just be about apps. More importantly, tablets are really about the content that apps give you. So if you swipe back to your home screen, to your dashboard, and swipe again over to the right, what you find is your library. And in your library is where you create collections of all the content you consume on your tablet. That content might be books, and you can see your entire library of books. It might be magazines. But of course, because it's a tablet, the content you can consume could be websites, or it could be YouTube videos, it could be music. So in these collections, you can collect and store and organize all of those different kinds of content. So here's a collection that I've created that's about cooking. And you can see that I've got a cookbook. I've got some links to various cooking websites. I've pinned a little note about, a cooking recipe and how I can do it. There's even a YouTube video. So in my library, I can store all of the different kinds of content that I can consume on a device. All of it looks very familiar in this sort of book. It's presented in this bookshelf kind of metaphor that allows me to very visually see all of the different collections of content that I've got. Things like my articles from Pocket, I don't need to go into the Pocket app to find them. I'm able to visually browse them, move them around, and resize them and reorganize them in any way I like.
Can you show us the reading experience itself? Because you're doing something interesting with the moving through the articles, right? With moving... If you go into a magazine, you had this...
Oh, so the magazine reading experience is very interesting on this device as well. We recently introduced magazine reading. It took us a while to introduce it because we wanted to make sure that we created the best reading experience for magazines. So instead of having to pan and zoom around in this experience like most, what you're able to do is double tap and enter a guided reading experience. And the guided reading experience basically intelligently understands the layout of a magazine to guide you through the reading without you having to pan and zoom all the time. So once you've set your zoom level, however you like it, you just read along. If the article flows over the page, it turns the page for you. So you no longer have this very clumsy magazine reading experience. You can experience the text of the magazine in the context of the layout, the way the publisher intended it to be read.
So when is the Kobo Arc 10 HD coming out?
This is going to be available in mid-October.
All right, and the pricing is?
The Kobo Arc 10 HD starts at €379.
All right, and the US would be $379?
US is $399.
$399 US dollars.
That's
all right. So this has been the Kobo Arc 10 HD with the reading experience specialized on Android from Kobo. Thank you.
Thank you.